Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. I'm super excited for today's video because I am going to be morphing and transforming back into the girl I was a few years ago. This chair is so squeaky. I think a lot of you guys discovered me on YouTube back in the era of when I worked at MAC. It's been a few years. Like, I forgot how much that was a positive time in my life, and I think it'll be really fun to like transform and use a bunch of MAC products and do my makeup like how I used to, because I know now I get really stuck in like these neutral makeup looks because it's what I'm most comfortable in. But when I worked at MAC, I was so pushed out of my comfort zone and I tried so much new makeup. We always had to stay like on top of the trends. We would have like theme days where we all had to do like the same look or with a new collection, so it really helped me try new things. Oh my gosh, I have just so many good memories of working at MAC. I only worked there for a couple of years. And I started out as just a freelancer there, but then I ended up getting hired permanently, and I made so many good friends. Like, I'm still friends with people from my counter. And MAC, I always had a really good experience. I had a great time at their trainings. I learned so much. I grew a lot there. So I just have really positive memories, and I'm kind of excited to get all nostalgic. And I really forgot how much I love so many of these products and how I used them for so long. So I ordered a bunch of new makeup. Well, not new, makeup that I loved from MAC. So I'm really excited. I'm going to use this new makeup that I bought. And essentially I'm just going to transform into my old MAC vibe. So at the end of this, I'm gonna put on, I have an old shirt from MAC because I had so much black because you have to wear black. So I'm gonna put on an old MAC shirt, some old accessories that I would typically wear, and I'm just going to like have a full transformation. All right guys, let's get started. Okay, so let's start this off with just a quick little haul of what I bought from MAC. So one of my favorite lip pencils, they're Pro Longwear lip pencils, stay on forever. I would swatch these on my hand and they'd be on for actually like days. So I got the shade Double Time. It's a nice nude. I picked up the Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. This came out while I was working there, so very nostalgic. I'm definitely a little worried about the shade because it's been a while. So I think I got the right shade. It might not be. We'll make it work. I picked up a paint pot, of course, in the shade Painterly. This was like always the go-to eyelid primer when I did makeup there. A nice little smooth canvas for your eyes. I, of course, had to get the almighty Fix Plus. This is like essential. We would use this so much. We would use it to like dull down products, prime the face, set the face, make eyeshadows look stronger. It was like a staple when I worked there. Oh my gosh, I got my favorite highlighter. Guys, this was my favorite highlighter. I was obsessed with Soft and Gentle, one of the Mineralize skin finishes. This is such a pretty highlighter. It's like the OG. We all loved this. This was one of my favorite blushes. This is so weird because a lot of this stuff I didn't like I would just use it at work. Sometimes you'd even go in early and like do your makeup before your shift. Not supposed to happen. This is Gingerly Blush. I loved this blush. It was like so like neutral and low-key. I just loved it. So pretty. Ooh. Guys, I am so nostalgic right now. Oh, the Pro Longwear Concealers. These are the OG concealers. These were the ones that like always were a tried and true, and like the littlest bit goes the longest way with this. You will have this for actually ever. I got a little sample of the primer so we can use that. This is the Natural Radiance primer with the yellow shade. I always loved this because I thought it like neutralized my redness really well. I picked up one of the Cream Sheen lip glasses in the shade Boy Bait. This was another fave. It's a really pretty like pinky nude. I even bought a couple brushes because these were my two favorite eye brushes in the world. We have a 224 and a 217. Oh my gosh, I loved these so much. I loved this one for packing on product and like really building out color in the crease. And this was my favorite blend out brush. It's so nice to have them back in my arms. If only I had my brush belts. Guys, oh my god. It had always been my dream job. I must say, I am very blessed that I was able to have two of my dream jobs here. Like, I got to work at MAC and I get to do YouTube. I'm so thankful for you guys. Side note, thank you for being here and supporting me and standing by my side. I really love you guys. MAC was such like a staple in my journey with makeup. Like even before I started there, I'm just gonna start my makeup. I'm just gonna throw on some of this primer. Before I started at MAC, like I had to apply twice actually, by the way. I think I have a whole video on my hiring story and my experience working at MAC. So if you want to watch that, I'm going to find it and link it below for you. And I know a lot of people don't like MAC, and that's okay. But this is just my story. MAC did a lot for me. It taught me a lot. They do a lot of training, which I really loved. And everyone I encountered was just really nice. I feel like in the makeup community, a lot of us maybe were misfits or people who just never really fit in. Okay, I'm gonna get a little spritz. Oh my god, that smell is bringing me back. Oh, I love that smell. Why does Fix Plus always smell incredible? But everyone I met at MAC was always just really welcoming and loving and kind. My manager ended up being one of my very best friends, and now she has a Laura Luna, her clothing boutique that I talk about. So it's really cool. I think I'm gonna put my hair up because I don't know. Okay, so let's see if this foundation is way too light or not. I'm way more tan than I thought I would be, guys. I don't know where this summer tan came from. Like, I didn't even have to self-tan. I mean, I was on vacation and I was out by the pool for like a week, so maybe. So I got NC 25 and I already know the NCs run so much lighter than the NWs, so alright, we're gonna just mix a couple shades. Alright, I'm just grabbing a darker foundation. And we're gonna mix them together. The Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, though, if you guys need like a waterproof, hydrating foundation, I highly recommend. So yeah, as I said, I did not get into MAC right away. Oh my god, when I first applied for the first time, I wasn't really that good at makeup. It was just something that I really, enjoyed doing. It was just like a fun creative thing for me to do. And it really helped me find like a creative outlet for myself. And I was super devastated the first time. Alan was with me for both of those. It's really funny. I look back and I'm like, wow, Alan's been along for the ride through absolutely everything. He was there when I made the decision to leave college and pursue cosmetology. That happened like a few weeks after we met and had our first date. He was there for me through all of cosmetology school when I was there every single night till like 9 or 10 o'clock. He was there for me when I applied to MAC twice. He was there for me when I left MAC to do YouTube. Like, he's been there through like every really scary jump, and he always supported me through it, and that's been a really big thing. He's always had faith in me. Okay, this color is like actually pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW15. I always got NW15, and you literally need such a small amount of this. It's crazy. It's so like spready. Like, you need like a quarter of a pump for both eyes. I guess we'll just highlight everywhere. It's also like a really nice lightweight concealer. Like, it doesn't feel heavy at all, but it gives you a good coverage and it stays all day. Both of the all the Pro Longwear products stay on really well. So I have had the MAC Mineralize Loose Powder for a while. It's one of my favorite setting powders. I am just gonna bake under my eyes with my usual because it's my fave. Okay guys, so I'm gonna let this bake for a few minutes and throw my brows on off camera. Okay, brows are on. So I'm gonna go ahead in now and set the rest of my face with the loose mineralized powder. I love this stuff. It makes your skin look so pretty. Guys, I'm so geeking out right now. It's just bringing me back to such a fun time. Like, I don't know. I just like it. This just takes me back to such like a happy, like carefree, not really carefree because like there was still pressure, like, because it was a new job that I was so excited about, like, nervous. But it was, like, the first time I'd had, like, my own creative job. Because I was doing YouTube, but mostly just, like, for fun when I started at MAC. But it was so crazy to me that you could have, like, a job doing people's makeup. Like, when I started as a freelancer, you would literally just go in and like take appointments, and I would do just like prom makeup all day. I was like, this is the life. I love this. And sometimes even to this day, I kind of like miss doing, makeup for events and stuff. Like, look how pretty that Mineralize skin finish like sets your face. Like, it looks very natural, but it gives a really pretty coverage. So I'm just going to throw some Painterly on my eyelids, get them all primed up. We would always use Painterly and Soft Ochre. Those were the two OGs. And I remember when I first started watching Nikki tutorials. She was one of the first makeup artists that I watched on YouTube, and she always used Soft Ochre, and I was like, I'm gonna use Soft Ochre too. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish our skin. I think the only thing I don't have from MAC is a bronzer, so I just grabbed the Urban Decay one that I've been using like every day. I'm just gonna bronze up. I thought I had the contour kit from MAC. I remember when our contour kits came out, but it might have expired and I might have had to get rid of it. Okay, so now we are going to jazz up our cheeks with the Gingerly blush, which is such a favorite. Yes. Ooh, she's so cute. Look how pretty she is. Such a good blush. MAC has some good blushes. I will say, I have a few of them in my makeup drawer. And I'm trying to do my makeup like when I worked at MAC, because lately I've been taking blush on the tip of my nose because I think it looks pretty, but I did not do that in this time. I also did not contour my nose. I really hadn't mastered the nose contour yet. I actually remember I hated nose contouring back when I worked at MAC. It was just one of those things that like I had not really mastered yet. I hadn't mastered a lot of things. I remember on my first day when I had my first prom client, and I had to put lashes on her, I had just kind of gotten comfortable doing lashes on myself. So I was really nervous. Okay guys, it's time to highlights. Yes. Ooh, she's so cute. All right, so I'm gonna take a quick little spritz on my fan brush just to make it pop. Guys, this stuff is holy grail highlighter. Ooh. Yes, 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 yes. Oh. Look at her. I forgot how good she is. I forgot. This happens always. I always forget about favorite products because I find new things and then you try new things. Ooh, girl. A little bit above the brows. Guys, I forgot how much I love this. I'm going to do an extra little layer. Wow. So pretty. And I also loved highlighting the tip of my nose. That was like one thing I always did. Like, look how strong that is. At that time in my life, I loved a strong tip of the nose. I even remember back on those videos, I would get so many comments like, Rudolph, you look like Rudolph. But that was how I did it. Before we do our eyes, I'm going to go ahead and do a final big old spritz of Fix Plus. It always like melts your makeup down so nice. That's what we would always say. It melts the makeup into your skin. Alan would bring his mom in when she'd visit from Africa, and I would always do her makeup. Like, she came in and I would give her like a makeover on like a quiet night. Oh my god. So much fun. I'm not gonna lie, I think my skin looks really good right now. These products are dope. Okay, so I'm really excited to do our eyes. I pulled out one of my favorite little palettes from MAC that I've had. I think I bought this like a year or two ago. It's the Purple x 9 eyeshadow palette. We had a bunch of these little x 9 palettes. I liked them because they were small and like they were cheaper. And then I also have a bunch of these little mini ones from when I worked there. One of my favorite crease shades was Cork and I think Wedge. So I have Cork right here. It's a little bit on the cooler side since this is like a purple palette. I want to do like a purple Smokey Eye because that was one of my favorite looks. And I think it will go really pretty with the lip combo that I got. Kind of like a pinky nude. So, okay. Let's do it. So what I would always do first is grab my crease color. So today we're using Cork, and I would always use the 224, and I would just really put this into the crease and start a transition shade. This is so fun. I'm sorry, I'm probably like annoyingly giddy right now. I also like don't love new brushes. Like, I like how they feel when they're like a little bit more worn in, so, but she's still a comfortable homey brush. Little Cork in the crease, and I would start with circular motions, blend it. I'm just thinking back like when I was learning makeup and stuff. I remember I went to like boot camp the first week. Like, you go away for a week of training, and oh my god, that is like the funnest experience. I wonder if any of you guys watching also work or worked at MAC and you're like relating to any of this. Okay, so we have our crease color blended on. So I'm gonna use this like pinky shimmery shade, and I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. Ooh, that's pretty. It's been a while since I used this bad boy. And then I'm going to take the two shimmery, slightly darker shades below it. I remember this was a look I would do. And I'm going to put that on the lid portion. I'm also going to take that pinky shimmery shade in the inner corner as well. And I'm just kind of blending up that lid color into the crease a little bit. Now I would take the 217 brush, which is a little bit more dense, and I think I would take the middle purple. I'd kind of start to like build a little bit more dimension in my crease. It's weird, this one looks like flat. When I had this brush, it was not flat, like it was more circular. I don't know if they like changed it, but it's definitely not looking the same. But I'm just packing that on the corner. Yeah, this brush feels really different, but it was definitely a 217. And I'm just building up my intensity, and we'll go in and blend it out after. And I'd kind of focus it on that outer V, and then going in with the 224, soften those edges. Now I'm going to take some of this darker purple and just pack that right in the corner. And blending that and softening it. And that's pretty much all I would do for eyeshadow. But I pretty much always wore winged eyeliner, like always. But I never used a MAC eyeliner. I always used this one. I still do to this day. It's the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. It's my tried and true, but I never used ones from MAC. So I'm just gonna throw on a wing. Let's see if I still got it. It's been a while. Not dreadful. Not the best, but not dreadful. All right, I'm gonna throw on the other wing and just some lashes and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just threw on a really basic pair of lashes from this dollar website that I used to shop on, that I still do, from shopmissa.com. So I just threw those on. And honestly, I barely ever wore bottom mascara. It was like a weird phase that I went through. Even to this day, sometimes I don't like to wear it, but looking in the viewfinder, I'm like, yep. This is a look. I'd wear the winged liner with lashes, and then I'd leave the bottom like totally empty. I kind of like how it looks. It's like different. So let's do our lips now. As I said, we have the Boy Bait Cream Sheen Glass and the Double Time Pro Longwear Lip Liner. One trick that we would always do, we would line our whole lip inside too with the Pro Longwear Lip Liner, and it would stay on all day. And these are so nice and creamy too, like you don't have to like push really hard, they just glide on. Okay, now I'm just going to throw on some of this gloss. It has such a familiar like scent and texture. I love the cream sheens because they're really like, they're creamy. They had like different kinds. The original lip gloss was a little too sticky for me, but these feel good. Ooh! This is definitely a look that I had worn to work many times, I am sure. Okay, so our makeup is done. So what I did, I slept in braids to make my hair look crimped because I would wear my hair crimped to work so much. It was just like one of my favorite looks, and I would always part my hair on the side. I think while I was working there, I started trying the middle part, but when I first started, I loved a side part, and I would wear my hair crimped. That's about it right there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on one of my old MAC shirts and some accessories, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So this is what I looked like most days going to work. This is an old Alex that looks oh so familiar. I would always wear just like blousy black shirts, little cutout. I actually had some pretty cute black clothing by the end. I had so much. You accumulate so much black clothing when you work there. And then I would usually just wear like some sort of bracelet. I usually wore gold earrings. It's so trippy. Like, this is so fun. I feel like this is definitely how I looked. So I hope you guys found this little transformation fun to watch and enjoyed it. Let me know if you have been subscribed since I worked at MAC and you're an OG. If you want me to do more fun kind of different videos like this, please let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs out. Thumbs out? Please thumbs up. It really, really helps. And don't forget to subscribe. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.